Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for May. I hope everybody's well. I will take a quick second just to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Leo out there, so guys, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Leo, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Leo? Leo. Okay. All right, Leo, you are starting out with the Eight of Swords. Overthinking much, Leo? All right, the Tower. Okay. And the Four of Cups in the reverse. All right, so Leo, I do feel that you are kind of trapped up in your head. You're overthinking a situation. It's a situation that collapsed because it wasn't built on a solid foundation here. I do feel like with the Four of Cups in the reverse, there's somebody here that you may have been trying to release, or maybe looking back at the past, trying to learn lessons from it. It's associated with this Tower. I will tell you that there is still love here, but you may be trying to figure that out. You know, is there still an opportunity for love or not? You know, some of you are also trying to figure out if this person that you're thinking about is, you know, still involved with someone else or is involved with someone else. I also feel like a lot of you there's something from the past here that you've been holding on to. And it is about love. And I do feel like you're trying to release that. You're trying to let that go. It's whatever happened with this Tower moment. So this is really heavily, heavily on your mind. And I feel like the more you try not to think about this person, the more you do think about them. So let's look at their energy. Show me who's in Leo's energy, please. All right, so we have the Princess of Swords. We have the Two of Discs. And we have Art. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, possibly an air sign. You don't have to be, though. I do feel like this person has been checking you out. They've been checking up on you. They don't know what's going on with you. So for some of you, this person's kind of in the background. They're checking into you. They're looking at you. And it's because they still have this love for you. It's the same. There's a cup here. See, they've got one hand on a cup. They've got the other hand on this sword. So there's a lack of clarity here. So they're kind of checking up. They may be checking to see if you're involved with someone else. And I do feel like this person is definitely, you know, they want to talk, but they're kind of holding back. They could be a little immature in how they communicate as well. With the Two of Discs, they're weighing up the pros and cons of you know, approaching you. I can see this. They could also be having some financial issues where they're kind of having to rob Peter to pay Paul. This person wants to heal the connection, and I do feel like they want to balance this out. They're trying to find their own balance first, but I do feel like they want to heal this connection. They're also listening. This person, I'm getting the energy of somebody that's listening, so I don't know if somebody's been talking about you with them. Yeah, be careful of that, because I feel like that person might not be doing the right things. But we'll see. We'll see. Show me the energy between Leo and this person. Ten of Swords in the reverse. You may feel this person betrayed you. And if they did, this person, it was likely through lies or omission of truth. And I feel like this person is now trying to be more truthful with you. When they do talk to you, in their mind, it's in their mind. You both have a lot of, you know, thinking. There's a lot of sword energy currently between the two of you right now. So I do feel like you may have felt betrayed by this person. And I do feel that both of you would like to repair the damage that's been done. But I also feel like it's on this person who's in your energy. It's on them to do that. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection, please. It's too many cards. Show me what's affecting the connection between Leo and this person. Yeah, the confusion is clearing up. There was a lot of confusion with this Tower moment, and that confusion is beginning to clear up. And I feel like somebody's, this person in your energy has been weighing up the pros and cons. I feel like they may have had options in the past, and they're now narrowing down those options. And honestly, I feel like they want to reconcile here. Well, I can't say reconcile. They want to balance things out. But they're going to have to balance out their own emotions, their own feelings before they do that. So there was confusion here with a betrayal. There was a very painful ending between the two of you. You both want to heal that, to, you know, set that straight. And you're both doing a lot of thinking. A lot of emotional energy is going into the thoughts right now. So I do see the confusion clearing up. Let me see the outcome at the end of the week between Leo and this person. The Emperor. Somebody's bossing up. Somebody is going to boss up, take control of the situation. Yeah. And I feel like, Leo, even if this person doesn't, you're taking control of your life. But I feel like this person is going to boss up. They're going to come forward. And they're finding their balance here, and they're coming into a higher energy. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So there were a lot of problems, likely a lot of arguments, a lot of difficulty. And that is beginning to resolve, and that's the underlying energy here, to resolve the problems, to put an end to it. There's a cycle. You have 2 tens here. So there is a cycle of problems, difficulty, betrayal, hurt, pain. All of that is coming to an end. You've been through the worst of it, and now you're actually coming into a new cycle. All right. So, and if not with this person, I see you bossing up and, you know, coming into your own power. So let's clarify. You could be dealing with an Aries here as well. Show me why the Eight of Swords is here for Leo. Yeah, 4 of Cups. So you're trying, and the Three of Swords. So you've been trying to keep to yourself, learn lessons from the past. It's like you are aware that there is love here, but you try not to think about this person, actually. Unfortunately, the more you're trying not to think of this person and the pain that they cause and the problems here, the more you do. And I am seeing almost a little bit of an obsessive energy here as you're thinking about it. This person really did hurt you. They broke your heart. And I feel like that caused this Tower moment, and you're just not quite past that pain, but you want to be. Why is the Tower here? You feel that this person did not honor what you were bringing to this connection. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Queen of Swords reversed. So you put up some high boundaries after this Tower moment. I feel like you cut this person out. You didn't even want to talk to them. And I feel like some of you are still a little iffy because you're not over what happened here. So some of you are not open to talking to this person, or you haven't been in the past. And maybe you're starting to question that. You're kind of going back and forth. Well, maybe I should talk to this person. I do feel like you ultimately would like to resolve the problems if this person can come in and bring clarity to the situation, which is something they have not been doing in the past. You don't trust them, though, and I feel like you are tired. You are actually, Leo, you are worn out, which is part of the reason why you're like, I just don't even want to talk to them. So I do feel like, you know, there's a lot of conflict. This is why you're up in your head so much. So let me see why the Four of Cups is in the reverse. Because I feel like whatever your situation that you've been thinking about, I feel like it's changing. Excuse me. All right, Five of Cups in the upright, and the Hangman. You've been waiting for this person to come into their power, to boss up. Yeah, you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this person to recognize this connection, to recognize you. You've questioned whether this person ever really loved you. And I feel like Leo, you went through some depression, maybe, definitely some sadness here. But you are trying, to your credit, you're trying to take those lessons and move forward. But I feel like, you know, there's some sadness that's still here. And it's that sadness is related to, you know, whether or not this person is going to actually recognize the love that you are bringing to the table. So let's look at their energy. Why is the Princess of Swords here for the person in Leo's energy? All right, so I was told to take them all. It's a lot of cards. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Hermit in reverse, the High Priestess, and Judgment. Wow. This person could be getting readings on you, or they could be consulting a psychic or just somebody that they highly respect. So here's the deal. This person's been keeping an eye on you. They've been watching you. They want to reconcile with Judgment here. But I feel like this person has been kind of keeping that to themselves. Also, bear in mind that there's a lot this person hasn't told you. They're still keeping some secrets here. But they're going to come forward after a period where they have not been communicating, not talking, not telling you things. And their intuition is telling them, if I want Leo back, I'm going to have to open up. I'm going to have to talk to Leo. So I feel like this person has been processing. They've been trying to figure this out. They've been keeping an eye on you. And then all of a sudden, they're going to come forward with that communication. And they know that that communication and being more transparent is the key to any chance of reconciliation. So I do see a sudden change happening, and I see this person initiating it, and it'll start through communication. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Virgo. Why are the Two of Discs here? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands reversed, and we have the Six of Swords. So this person is kind of weighing up the pros and cons of just letting things be, letting this ending be, or moving forward. They're trying to figure out, do they still have the passion for you that they once did? So they may be trying to figure out, should they move forward, or should they try to move this connection that has ended into a more peaceful and a better place? They're just really kind of weighing up the pros and cons. They know there's a decision here that they need to make. Do they leave this be and move forward, or do they, you know, come forward with this communication and a reconciliation, which will move this to a better place? And they know exactly what they need to do to move it to a better place as well. They are working on their money as well. Let me see why. Wow, that was weird. I almost wanted to say, let me see why Sagittarius is here, because this is the card of Sagittarius, Temperance, which is, that's not normal to say that. Oh, Four of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Emperor. Woo! So they have the Emperor twice. They're the ones that's going to, like I told you earlier, they're going to take charge of this situation to bring the clarity in. Now, I do feel that this person wants to balance things out with you, and I do feel like, you know, they want to heal this connection. And what they're not telling you is that they view you as marriage material. They want to bring the stability back into this connection, and they're going to take the initiative to do that. Yeah. So, I mean, they can see themselves with you for a very long time. So I don't know what happened here that they brought in this Tower moment, but I do know there was betrayal. I do know that it was a painful ending, and you've really gone through it. And I think that they know what they need to do to repair that, because I feel like ultimately you are the choice for them. They may have juggled you with someone else at some point, and if so, that has ended. And they want to now distance themselves from somebody else that they juggled with. That person would have been more of a physical connection. Why is the Ten of Swords in reverse between Leo and this person? Page of Pentacles. Beautiful. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Be careful about any kind of codependent energy that you've had with this person. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so you're definitely going to hear from this person. And their goal is to offer you a small amount right now and to offer you much more later. They intuitively know that there would be a lot of stability in this connection. This would be a very grounded and stable connection. So you're going to hear from them. It may start small, but it is definitely going to grow. I do feel like you're still processing the pain from this connection. So you have to be able to figure that out. I know you don't trust this person, but honestly, I'm not seeing anything negative in their energy. I think this person maybe had a hard lesson with another relationship. So let me see. It could be somebody juggled them. Why is the Seven of Cups here in the reverse? They want a new beginning. They want to reconcile. They want a new beginning. Just be careful that you are not, you're not having a lot of, I feel like in the past there was some codependency here, and that's something you need to address, as well as your feelings of hurt. Yeah, you're conflicted. You're conflicted. I do feel like this person is going to come forward. They're going to offer, a lot of clarity in this situation. I feel like they're going to tell you that you are the stability that they've been seeking. They want success. And they don't see success in another situation that they may have been involved in. They are very clear now. I feel like this person was very confused about what they wanted, and they got burned in that process. So they are seeing that there could be a lot of success with you. However, all this communication and all this change of heart is making you say, wait a minute, what about what you did in the past? What about the betrayal? What about the fact that you collapsed everything? What you have to know, Leo, is that the foundation you may have had with this person in the past was not built on a solid foundation. And there was some codependency here. There was anger in that as well. So you have a lot of emotions here that you still need to process. I do feel this person brought competition in as well. You've got to process, and that's why you don't trust them. And so you've got to process all these feelings and emotions. There's sadness, there's anger, there's distrust, there's pain. There's a feeling of being disrespected. There's some codependent energy here. So your previous foundation was built on all of that, and it crumbled as a result. So it's like clearing out the old in order to bring in the new. And this person must have grown up quite a bit. So let me look at the outcome. I'm really curious about this Emperor energy. Show me the outcome for Leo and this person. They want success with you. Yeah, Ten of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Cups, and the Three of Coins. Now, for some of you, you might work with this person, and if so, they could be at like a manager or a higher level. So this person is going to take charge of the situation in order to resolve the problems. Remember, that's your underlying energy as well. So I do feel like there's going to be a resolution of the problems that are here. I do feel like you're kind of feeling a little gun shy. You may be even considering walking away. But I also feel like the more you try not to think about this person, the more you do. And I feel like you've been waiting for this person ever since either you or they walked away from this connection. But I also feel like, Leo, there's a lot. In order to resolve the problems, you got to take charge of your own life. You've got to resolve all of these emotions that you've been left with here. And remember that these are things that they're something that you may not have caused the damage, but you are now responsible for resolving the outcome in your life. And there's a reason these things have come up. So I would say that this connection was not built on a really good foundation before. So if you can go in and you can have that transformation within yourself and you can resolve your emotions, your feelings, then I do feel like there will be an opportunity. Now, some of you don't want anything to do with this person and you're going to walk away entirely. Others of you, I do feel like, you know, you just want to walk away from all the problems. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? This person is going to try. They want success with you. They are coming in cooperative. They want to resolve the problems. They're definitely taking charge of their life. And what they're not telling you is that they actually are viewing you as marriage material. They want to bring the stability into this connection and resolve the issues that are here. So I don't know, some of you are not going to be receptive to this person at all. You feel that there's just been too much damage done. But again, the more you try not to think about them, the more you're going to. So, you know, you could be walking away from the pain of the past here. I would also suggest you don't do that. I think you need to process that and move through it. Bottom of the deck, another 10. And this 10 is the 10 of coins. And Leo, my friend, that is the everything card. That is the card that, you know, you have the money, the stability, the family, the lover, the marriage. It is an end to the problems that you're currently going through and moving into, you know, your happiness, okay? So, you know, some of you might just be feeling, oh, no, I don't want to deal with this person at all. But I think that the key is looking at your own feelings and emotions and moving through those, because you can definitely have something with this person. And I'm not feeling that there's anything deceptive in their energy. There was, but I'm not seeing it now. All right, so let me pull an oracle card and see if there's any, yeah, unknown. And it's also a card of the self. So it says, we are all pilgrims on the path to the unknown. We sit in awe and wonder at the architecture of power. Ripen the receptive void within you, like a womb accepting a seed. Open yourself to the unknowable, to what is unfamiliar to you, so that the energy of what you need in order to be whole can flow into you. When you think of yourself as an entity separate from power, you will obstruct the current, and power will defeat you. Identify the form of power that you want, what you want to accomplish, build, create, or be, and become that. So there is no separating you from this power. So the power is within you, Leo. It totally is. All right, I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you have, you know, this has given you some clarity in your situation. If you've resonated with the reading, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Leo, namaste.